This is YouTube extraordinaire Max Fosh, and this is me taking a photo of him on a Nintendo Gameboy.
Oh, this is quite good. Yeah.
This is the story of how I convinced a bunch of YouTubers to do the stupidest photo shoot that they'd ever agree to. You see, the hardest thing about being a photographer, and especially a portrait photographer, is being original. So when I was sitting down, doom-scrolling and avoiding all of my responsibilities as usual, I came across a post about a guy who found photos of his childhood dog on his old Game Boy. So that got me thinking, what if I could take portraits of fellow YouTubers on a game console? And as it turned out, I could. I looked into all the different types of ways that I might be able to achieve this idea. There was the Xbox Kinect, but that would have required me to lift an entire console or computer around with me, and this idea was already difficult enough. Then I thought about another product from Nintendo, the DS line. I'd seen videos online of people taking their DS to concerts and filming on that.
A 3DS, man's come with a 3DS to film.
But I didn't want to straight copy that idea, so I got my mum to send me my old Game Boy Color, and from eBay I made a wild purchase of 15 Great British pounds for this cartridge, which doubles up as a camera.
Selfie.
This is what the entire video cracked on. Now, getting the photos themselves was easy enough, because, as we know, YouTubers like being part of incredibly stupid ideas.
Oh yeah, because it's not in my face.
Turn it down slightly.
3, 2, 1. It's cute. Huh? It's quite cute to be fair.
Oh, that's overexposed. Hey, change.
Yeah! Alright!
3, 2, 1. You are a little overblown, but
I'm just little.
Oh, that's kind of good.
Look at her! Oh my god, this is so exciting. I'm holding a piece of history. I got it working, by the way. I'm fine. Oh my god, I'm so excited. How do you take it?
press A.
Do I show you doing it?
Oh, this is quite good.
Yeah, just go for it.
You can do some interesting video stuff on this. Oh, no way. What?
Now, before I tell you about all the big problems that we had for this video, I urge you to solve my other biggest problem by subscribing to my YouTube channel and helping me finally hit 10,000 subscribers. You could also check out some of my other videos and leave a like or a comment if you're feeling brave. Anyway, back to it. After getting a good number of photos, I realized I'd run into a problem. The only way to view the final image was on the Game Boy itself. You see, because this game cartridge is literally older than me, the only way of doing it at the time was through the Nintendo printer, and I don't have the budget for something that silly. So I got my good friend Viraj, who has some stake in the YouTube world already, to help me out with this. Cue the epic montage. After some intricate coding and a lot of welding, we had a very scary looking device that would allow me to get this to this. The Game Boy camera takes photos at a whopping 0.014 megapixel. That's about 3,400 times smaller than my iPhone 15 camera, and yet somehow, the Game Boy's photos have this really cool and nostalgic vibe to them that I'd be unable to recreate in the same way. So of course, as the project was starting to look up, and I was travelling around the city to get the photos that I wanted from all different creators of all different sizes, disaster truly struck. After a night out with friends, I ended up leaving my bag on the tube, with my DSLR, laptop, hard drive, and the Game Boy inside. And that was that. All hope was lost, and I abandoned the video. Okay, are you ready for this? It says, "Dear Mr. Pearson, I am pleased to let you know that we may have found your property and will look to get this back to you as soon as we can." And that's from the Lost Property Office. So, I guess we'll see in like a couple days. Multiple emails, phone calls, and 20 quid later, and my bag with all of my belongings was in my hands once again. The video was back on. This is truly proof that there are some really good people out there willing to return lost property, even in London. With the Game Boy back in action and my search for creators unpaused, the journey continued to TwitchCon San Diego.
That's good. Yeah, hold on, let me frame.
This was my first time traveling abroad in over 5 years, and boy did I make the most of it. I even ended up returning to the US the next month to go to Miami, and actually ended up in Seattle, Washington, where I got to put the Game Boy to a different test in a very different environment.
Just hold the position. I'm not gonna go pretty backwards.
You know, this video ended up taking over 600 days and went through 15 different edits. Initially, I thought it should have been this beast of an edit, a documentary style looking into every single detail that went into this thing. But in the end, it just worked out as a fun adventure, where I got to bond over photos, learn how to mix digital and analog technology, and ultimately make friends with a bunch of brand new people. And yeah, maybe I was working on part 2.